Halloween is upon us, everyone, and today is going to be a brand new Halloween Q&A special. Now, this is just derived from my close friends and then people when I was on social media and throughout the years on YouTube. Questions you've asked me that have been related to horror films and TV shows that I love. So this is going to be a quick special. Everyone get your drinks, get your snacks, get your candy, and enjoy this Halloween Q&A special 2024. What is your underworld ranking now that you've seen Endless War? Ooh, good question. Underworld Evolution would probably be my favorite, so I guess least to most favorite would be Underworld Awakening. And then I would probably have Endless War tied with Blood Wars, and then Rise of the Lycans, Underworld 1, and then Underworld Evolution is my favorite. What are your top 5 Underworld characters? At number 5 would probably be tied between Marius and Samira from Underworld Blood Wars. And then after that would probably be Marcus from Underworld Evolution. Lucian, with his backstory in Rise of the Lycans and then his downfall in Underworld 1. Michael, Scott Speedman, I miss him as Michael. Celine, Kate Beckinsale, Celine would probably have to be my favorite. What horror film scared you? The first horror film to scare me, my brother-in-law showed me A Nightmare on Elm Street when I was 6 years old. The original one scared me to death. I was scared to fall asleep. I was scared of seeing Freddy everywhere. And it wasn't until I saw Dream Warriors on Sci-Fi Channel that I got over my fear of Freddy Krueger. After that, his son, my nephew, paid back the price with Sinister. The first one with Ethan Hawke scared me, and I was in my 20s when I saw that. I slept with the lights on. Who is your favorite Dracula portrayal? Ooh, there's so many great actors who've portrayed Dracula. My favorite is Bela Lugosi. He paved the way for decades to come for the character Count Chocula. Any stereotypical image or voice you hear of a vampire all derives from his Dracula. Even though you had 1922's Nosferatu, Bela Lugosi really changed everything. In addition to that, Gary Oldman is underrated in Bram Stoker's Dracula. Those are probably my favorite Dracula portrayals. What was your first Halloween costume? The earliest I can remember is Batman from the animated series. Yes, gray Batman suit. That was probably my first Halloween costume that I actually remember wearing. And yeah, I'm the type of person when I buy a costume, I wear it year round, not just on Halloween. What is your favorite Halloween costume? I dressed as a mummy one year. My mom helped me out with some gauze and a skull mask. I don't have any photos of that, but it had to be my Freddy Krueger costume. It was 2011. I was going to actually stop dressing up for Halloween, and at the last minute, I bought Freddy Krueger's costume. It was on clearance with a sweater, went to Spirit Halloween in Hastings, and assembled Freddy, and that had to be my best outfit. Even scared some people in Austin when I was in college at UT. What are your top 5 films that you must watch for every Halloween season? Ooh, that's a good question. There's so many films, but absolutely Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town. I sometimes watch The Mummy and other things, but I would always say The Lost Boys, Dracula 1931, and then Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Who's your favorite slasher villain? I mean, you have Jason, you have Michael, you have Art the Clown now, you have Ghostface, but my favorite is Freddy Krueger. Yeah. My name is Frederick. I love Freddy. Freddy's ready. Who is your favorite final girl of the past decade? Of the past decade, definitely Laura Lavara as Sienna in Terrifier 2 and 3. That is probably my favorite, most kick-ass final girl of the past decade. Also, Melissa Barrera as Sam Carpenter in Scream 5 and 6. What is your favorite entry of the recent David Gordon Green Halloween trilogy? Ooh, I love all 3 films. Halloween 2018 is a perfect one-off that probably did not need a 2 and 3, but I have a soft spot for Halloween Ends. That's a polarizing, divisive film, but I just love that, and it feels the closest to like a John Carpenter film. Even though the kills in Halloween Kills are just brutal and just awesome seeing Michael that way, just the style and everything of Halloween Ends, I just appreciated them giving Halloween and Laurie Strode's story a proper ending and send-off. What is your favorite zombie film? There's so many zombie films. It has to be Night of the Living Dead by George A. Romero, and then Train to Busan. Who would win between Freddy versus Jason? I think they had a movie of this, but I call bullshit. Come on. A guy who can't die. I know Jason can't die, but Freddy can literally go into people's dreams and he's like almost eternal. He can come back like a damn cockroach. Even with the slightest bit of hope, the slightest part of him left, he always comes back. So I would say Freddy. Just look at the ending. Who would win between Freddy versus Jason versus Ash Williams from The Evil Dead? I think they had a comic of this. I would say Ash. Ash is clumsy, he makes mistakes, but he literally fought deadites and went through the bowels of hell. So I would say Ash Williams. What if he added Pinhead to this? Yeah, there's no messing with the Hellraiser, man. Pinhead would have to win there. I know you're a fan of Anne Rice. What is your favorite novel of the Vampire Chronicles? Great question. I miss her, the late great Anne Rice. So many great novels from that series. My favorite would have to be The Vampire Lestat. That is like the Godfather Part 2 of vampire novels. And then right up there with it is The Tale of the Body Thief. I love the fourth entry. That is such an underrated one where Lestat goes into a human body and the body thief steals his body for immortality and he has to get his body back. Oh man, that and the Talamasca's involvement. Oh, it's such a great story. I love those two novels. Which Pennywise is scarier? The TV miniseries or the film? No offense to Bill Skarsgård, he was great as Pennywise, but most of the time I ended up laughing at his portrayal. Tim Curry all the way. Ever since I was a kid to now, there's just something so terrifying. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes, I do. I believe in aliens, I believe in ghosts, I believe there's some type of witchcraft. I believe in vampires, but more of like the psychic vampires. Although I used to live in Austin, you used to have some people think that they're actually vampires, you know? But I do believe that there's some type of psychic vampires who do feed off of energy, you know? Just in a different way. They may not feed off of blood, but I do think they drain people's energy. So, yeah, I believe in ghosts, whether it's souls from the afterlife or a plane of existence that is on top of ours. I believe in ghosts. What is your favorite Tales from the Crypt episode? I think it's season 4, episode 6. I might be wrong, but there's an episode called What's Cookin' with Judd Nelson and Christopher Reeve. Yeah, all I have to say is that they're cooking specific type of hamburgers. That's all I have to say. It's a trippy episode and I love it. There's so many other great episodes of that show that you can't just narrow down with its season length, but like that's always one episode that stuck with me, even after it aired. What is your favorite AHS season? I'm pretty sure you're talking about American Horror Story. You can almost do a psychology test. This says something about me. I would say Asylum is my favorite. I love that from start to finish and the twist at the end, that whole showdown. But I like Asylum, Freak Show, Cult. And then also like Apocalypse with Murder House in 1984. But like Cult, Freak Show, and Asylum are like my favorites. I don't know what that says about me. Hotel was also pretty good. The I Want to Be Adored scene where Lady Gaga gets shot by, what's his name? Wes Bentley was pretty good. What are your top 5 Resident Evil characters? Video game series. Okay, my favorite is Leon S. Kennedy. That's because my introduction to the series was a PS1 version of Resident Evil 2. That would be Jill Valentine, who I grew to love in the Resident Evil 3 original remake and then the original Resident Evil. Then I would say Claire Redfield, Ada Wong, and then Chris Redfield. What do you think is the best horror remake? I guess my favorite and what I think would be the best, it'd definitely be between John Carpenter's The Thing and David Cronenberg's The Fly. Both 80s remakes outdo the original in every way and are just how remakes should be done. That is how you do a remake. Seriously, in the age of bad remakes, legacy sequels, reboots, look at those 2 movies, that's how you do a damn remake. And I would even argue the 1999 Mummy is also a good remake as well from the 1932 Mummy film with Boris Karloff. If Michael Myers came to terrorize you, who would you get to protect you? You know, you could get Laurie since she's fought him, but I'm gonna go out of the box here and I would program a Terminator. Come with me if you want to live. Michael's coming after me and you're here to protect me? You gotta be shitting me. No, Frederick, I am not shitting you. Would you ever make a vampire film someday? You don't say. Yeah, someday I will. What is your favorite horror film score? Oh man, that's hard. I like the Shining score, but I think even though he did the original, I really dig the 2018 Halloween score that John Carpenter and his son Cody Carpenter did. Like that score. I love that score. And then there's some good tracks like Unkillable and Halloween Kills and Evil Eyes and Halloween Ends that are really good. But like the base score of Halloween 2018, I love. And it's everything you want from the 78 original while adding its own modern twist to it. Their Firestarter score is also underrated. What is your favorite song to come out of a horror film? I mean, you had What If by Creed from Scream 3. You had Cry Little Sister and Lost in the Shadows. And I Still Believe from the Lost Boys. But I think my favorite, you know, even though they have Into the Fire by Dokken, I think is Dream Warriors. We're the Dream Warriors. Maybe tonight you'll be gone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to some Dokken tonight. Be like the Fredheads in Riverdale. What's your favorite Wes Craven movie? Music of the Heart. No, but like that's a great film, but I think my favorite, I love the original Nightmare. I love Red Eye. I think it'd be between Wes Craven's New Nightmare and Red Eye, and then Scream 4. Those three would be like the three main Wes Craven films that I absolutely love. Anyway, that does it for this Halloween Q&A special 2024. May everyone tomorrow have a happy Halloween. I'm gonna watch all the Screams, at least on 4K. I have Scream 4 on DVD. Hopefully that gets remastered soon, but I'm gonna watch all 6 for the first time. 5 of them being in 4K. So, yeah. The set I got for my birthday earlier in the year, I'm gonna watch. So that's how I'm gonna spend my Halloween, while baking some cookies, waiting for some kids. We don't really get much in my neighborhood anymore like we used to, but that's how I'm gonna spend it. And then I'm gonna be just oblivious to the world with the election coming up and just kind of fall off the face of the earth. I'll have some McFarlane toy unboxings and some new movies. I'm gonna unbox like Godzilla -1 and Beetlejuice. But in the meantime, let me know what are you dressing up as? What are you doing for Halloween? And what's your favorite scary movie? Yeah, what's your favorite scary movie? Let me know down in the comments below. May everyone stay safe, be blessed out there. Thank you for watching this. I appreciate each and every one of you out there. Till next time, tell Sydney it's all because of her. Tell Sydney heads are gonna roll tonight. I always love that line.